Okay, so welcome to our first edition of the Power Edo series. So we are trying as much as possible to improve the way people learn Power Platform, especially people around Edo State, and we are glad to have you guys here. This is our first series, so we'll be having so many series every two weeks. We'll be having series every two weeks. So our next series will be in Power BI, so that will be a lovely one. But today we are having our first series with Power Virtual Agent. So we know Power Platform is divided into four: the Power BI, the Power Apps, the Power Automate, and the Power Virtual Agent. And during our launch, we wanted to do some demos of Power Virtual Agent, but we couldn't because of some technical issue. And we said it's better for us to start with the Power Virtual Agent first. And we have our MSP, Japhlet Nwamu from the University of Benin, who is going to help us. He has been doing a whole lot for the past month on Power Virtual Agent, and he's going to be taking us through introduction on Power Virtual Agent and some demos on Power Virtual Agent. So I welcome you guys to today's episode on Power Edo series, and thank you guys for coming. Princess Wale, Olumide, Babatunde, Esther. Thank you guys for coming in and for supporting the community as we grow. Wale leads the Oyo State community. Tunde works with me and the other leaders for the Power Apps community. Olumide, Princess, you guys are doing great when it comes to the student community. So thank you guys for coming in, and do let's do more with what we have and improve as we begin to make people understand more on Power Platform. So this is 410. Japhlet, the ball is onto you. You can start and let's learn together. Thank you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. So I'll just share my slide. A few minutes so I can share my slide.
So
So,
Japhlet, please
Japhlet,
use your
who is
voice.
your
Thank
voice? Okay, so I'm trying to share my slide actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's loading.
So why is it taking time
So
to
why is it
load?
taking time to load? Great. I believe you all can see my slide now.
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
Okay, it's coming up.
Okay,
It's
it's
coming
coming
up.
up. It's coming up. Okay. Just let me know when you see it. Good evening, everybody. I'm Japhlet Nwamu. I'm a Microsoft STEM partner at the University of Benin. Brief introduction. I'm a .NET developer. I build solutions with Microsoft Power Platform, and that's why I'm passionate about Power Platform and all it does. I'm a very big fan of AI and automation. I love artificial intelligence like everybody does. I build solutions with Microsoft Azure AI and help communities most especially in Africa, learn about these tools and technologies. So today what I'm going to be doing is introducing you all to one of Microsoft's technology, which is Microsoft Power Platform. Now, before I start every session related to any of Microsoft's technology, I like starting with Microsoft's mission. And Microsoft's mission is to empower every person and every organization on the planet to do more, to achieve more. Now, the reason why I like starting is because with this is because in all of Microsoft's technology, this mission is evident. Now, this mission is a powerful articulation of what Microsoft has always believed. Microsoft has always believed that everyone, when they are empowered with the right tools, they can do anything. And so Microsoft came up with Power Platform, which gives you the opportunity to build solutions with less code. And that's why it's tagged less code, more power. It's for citizen developers, that is those who don't want to code, who are just experts in a particular field that's not related to programming, but want to build solutions. Now, a brief review into what a virtual agent is. Now, a virtual agent is a computer-generated and animated or AI purpose as a customer service representative. This time, it's a virtual customer service representative. It's a virtual agent. With your virtual agent, you can get answers to your questions. You can connect to a database. You are creating a virtual agent. You can connect to a database to verify a particular user. You can connect to other applications and other softwares that can do a lot of cool stuff to you. Now, with a virtual agent, you are able to also do things we are going to learn about while learning from this session. Now, there's a lot of confusion between chatbots and virtual agents. A lot of persons get to confuse both of them. And so I'm going to be briefly telling you about the differences between a chatbot and a virtual agent. So first, a chatbot can do three things. First, with a chatbot, you can ask questions. And when you ask questions, you get answers to your questions. And the moment you get answers to your questions, it can handle a lot of other things. Now, with a virtual agent, you can do more. Remember, a virtual agent does more than a chatbot. It's a virtual customer care representative. And so definitely it should be able to carry out more tasks, more activities than a chatbot does. So whenever you need to make references to stuff, you need to verify what a particular customer, virtual agents can do that. There are three basic things your virtual agent can do. With virtual agents, the virtual agent can discern. That is, it can be able to figure out the difference, can think, can be able to, for example, notice the difference between an incident and a request. So, for example, a user has a problem and something is wrong with a particular thing it's dealing with. It's able to identify, oh, this is what this person says it's wrong. And then he's also able to differentiate that from a request. That is something the user wants to start processing. A very common example is of the difference between a chatbot and a virtual agent is this case scenario. Now, a customer comes and types in, I can't access my email. Now, a chatbot notices two keywords, access and email. What it does is it goes through your knowledge base. That is where you have your everything that it needs to take note of. It picks the words access and email, and then tries to provide information related to that. Now, if it's not able to provide the right information for you, what you have to do is you have to then communicate with a human agent to be able to solve the issue you are facing. But with a virtual agent, this is what happens. When you type in, I can't access my mail, with machine learning, it's able to know that 68% of the time when users type in, I can't access my mail, what they really want to do is probably to reset their password. And so your virtual agent would offer you the option of resetting your password. Then it's because it's connected to a database, it can now, oh, okay, this is our former password, this is our backup email address, and maybe uses a security question that you have imputed to get all of those done. The great part also is with a virtual agent, you could even complete requests, verify the user, and do every other thing within minutes. And it solves all of those problems for you. So quickly, let's see how Power Virtual Agent works and what it looks like. So I'm going to reshare my screen so you can see my browser. Just let me know, please, if you can see my screen. Can you all see my screen now?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, great. So I'll just quickly show you all how easy it is to create virtual agents. Now to start off, I'll go to aka.ms slash capital letter TRYPVA. Now it takes me to virtual agents page where I can sign in. For now, you can only sign in with a Microsoft account. So you should, or you must have created a Microsoft account to be able to access Microsoft Power Virtual Agent. Great. So because I've signed in already, what it does is it takes me directly great. Takes me directly to my homepage. Now, this is an example of a bot I've created. This is how it should look like. So the first thing I would do is go over here and create a new bot. Now, first thing we need to know is, or first thing we need to take note of is what bot are we going to create? What are we creating? For this demo, I'll be creating a food delivery bot. Before you come up with or start creating your virtual agent, you first of all have a workflow on how it's going to look like. So for example, I'm creating a food delivery bot, and I'm starting, say, for example, from ground up. So first, the user should go to the bot and tell it, I need to buy food or something like that. Then it starts with, what food do you want to buy? So for now, would work with fried rice and jollof rice. Thereafter, we're going to ask the user your house address so that we can send, maybe deliver it there. The user inputs his or house address, then his phone number for verification, and then we um, deliver it. So I would give the bot, the name of the bot, food delivery bot, language English, and I'll create. Now, if you are creating your chatbot for the first time, it should take about 15 minutes. But I've created a chatbot one with this account, so it shouldn't take that long. So just wait for it to finish creating, and then we'll go on. Now, another thing great about Power Virtual Agents is that with Power Virtual Agents, you can connect to other Power Platform tools. So for example, I can connect to Power Automate to create an automated flow for my virtual agent. I can connect to, it's already connected to Power BI, so I can see, get my analytics and all of those stuffs. And I can also connect to Power Apps just in case I have an application where I need to deploy the virtual agents. Now, this is how your it should look like. Your dashboard should look like. This is the session where you can test out your bots. So let's test out, for example, with hi. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it already has a response. Great. So you see it already has a response. Hi, I'm a virtual agent. I can help you with that and stuff like that. Now, first is the home section. In the topic section, we'll have all of the things you need to make your bot work. I'll just introduce you to some of the system topics. That is some of the topics that already came with Power Virtual Agents. So for example, we'll have the greetings. So when the user says either good morning, good afternoon, hello, and every other thing here, 52 different trigger phrases. This is what it does. Come over here, and it shows me what would happen. So when the user mentions any of those words, it tells the user the next thing is, hi, I'm a virtual agent. I can help with this. So let's say, okay, so let's change this. It's better I give my virtual agent a name. So what would I call it? Well, from Edo State. So let me use an Edo name now. Okay. Let's use OSAS. OSAS is a little bit popular. And let's say the name of my company is okay. Let's say we're doing this for Chicken Republic. Chicken Republic's virtual agent. I can help order foods, snacks, and more. The next, let's ask, what would you like to eat today? What would you like to eat today? Oh, sorry. today. So let's take this off. Great. Then we save. Cool. So let's test it out. The chat section refreshes to kind of like feature what the changes we've made. So let's come over high. Great. So have hi Amusas. So now let's go over, we've done our greetings. So let's go back to our topics and let's see all other existing topics. We have goodbye. Now when the user says goodbye or thanks, what should it do? It's so let's change this to thanks for ordering. Thanks for ordering. Okay, so let's leave it that way. Hope you enjoy your meal. Sorry. Let you enjoy your meal. Okay. Then what we'll do is we can add something else. Now, to be able to so we can get how the user felt, we'll add a survey. So let's test this out. Let's save and test out quickly. Great. So let's test out with bye. Thanks for updating. Hope you. Now it asks us a series of questions. Did I answer your question? And all that. It keeps on asking us different questions, rate and stuff like that. So that's what it's used for. Let's check the next one. When it does not understand something, or when the user needs to maybe makes an error. So for example, the user is inputting his or her phone number and makes an error in his or her phone number, maybe missed inputted the wrong digit, then you just tell it start over and it starts over again. Now, thank you, end of conversation and stuff like that. So let's quickly go and create our own topics. Remember the workflow we already had. The first thing the user is going to do is, so let's name this the type of food the user would order. So let's say I want jollof rice. Okay, great. So there's something we need to do. Remember our workflow. In our workflow, we said the first thing the user would do is greet the user, and from our greetings, notice what happened. Notice we asked the user, what would you like? What do you want to eat today? So this is where the user imputes whatever he or she wants. Take note of that. This is where the user imputes whatever. So if, for example, the user has imputed jollof rice here, so take note of it. Take note that the user has imputed jollof rice. Now, what we do next is we'll try to find out other things about that user's meal. So we'll create another topic to know exactly the type of food. And okay, so this is what we'll do. Let's transfer this question over here. Let's look for some trigger phrases to eat fried rice. Okay. I want is 4. Okay, let's add another one. Order jollof fried rice. Order rice and stew. Okay, so I think we're okay with this. This is what we need to do. We'll go over to save this topic. Now let's make a little change to our first topic, this greeting. So let's make a change to that. So here, I think we need to ask, would you like to eat, or what would you like me to do for you? You today, great. So I'll save this. So this is what's going to happen. When it introduces itself, it asks the user, what would you like me to do for you today? Then when the user has answered, we connect this to the type of food topic. So if, for example, the user inputs any of the words in the type of food topic, it will redirect them. So let's test just to make sure we're getting the workflow right. Hello. Okay. So it's refreshing, connecting, hello. Okay, so I think we need to take this out and save again. Okay, so let's test it again. Great. So let's say I want to eat jollof rice. Let's impute that again. I want to eat jollof rice. Great. So this is what we're going to do. We need to have our flow. So now the user is imputed, I want to eat jollof rice, is taking note of this. Next thing we need to do is, where would you like me to deliver your, let's add jollof rice to. Okay. So I want to, sorry, I haven't saved this, so I'll just save it. Great, so let's start over again. Great. So where would you like me to deliver your jollof rice to? Now, to make things easier, this is what we can do. So it's not much more complicated. We can just have a topic for each particular food. So let's keep this particular one for just jollof rice. Then we can create another for fried rice so we don't complicate the whole thing. I'll just change all of this to jollof rice only. Come here. Okay, I want to eat jollof rice. I would like to. We have already. Okay. Okay, so let's change this. Great. So we'll save this. So this is just for jollof rice. Let's change it. Now let's go back to our workflow. Where would you like me to deliver your jollof rice? First, we can. So insert a variable. Okay, so let's bring this question here. The reason why I'm bringing this question here is so we can have a variable. So whatever this user inputs here would be taken as address. Now, address. So the address would be a text. We can't put options for the user because the user will need to each user has their own address. So for this, remember the first option we have is multi-choice option, which is either A, B, C, stuff like that. So we'll go over and change it to street address. Great. Then what next you can do is what states are you located in? Come over here, states and states of residence. Okay, so let's just leave it state of residence and go to one. The next we ask tell the user please input your phone number. Nigeria phone number is 11 digits. So let's say the user inputs maybe a 12-digit number. Should it still be able to verify it? It should not. So this is what we're going to do. Make it a number, but we are going to have a condition such that if, okay, so let's change this to user number. Sorry. Such that if the user inputs, so any number less than any number greater than 11, then it triggers an alert. So if it is greater than, normally the highest number we can have is 11 nines. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if it's more than this, which the next number is 1 zeros with 11 1, a 1 and 11 zeros, which is a 12-digit number, then it goes back to this question. So I'll take it back. Sorry, let me reduce this so you can see how it goes. So I'll take this back here, and it asks the user to please input your phone number, or you can create another message under, and maybe to differentiate it, you can tell the user to input a correct phone number. Now, if it is not greater than this, then we move on and go on with this. So now we've gotten the user's phone number, we've gotten the state and the house address. So let's tell the user great. Okay, so let's add a message instead. Great. Your order for jollof rice to let's include a variable address this time. So the address in state of residence has been submitted. Great. So let's save and test. Remember, this is just a rough workflow. I'm pretty sure if you're creating your virtual agent, you should have a more structured workflow. So it should be lots easy for you. Great. So let's quickly test it out. So instead of starting with the introduction, this is what I'll just do. I'll just quickly start with this session. I want to eat jollof rice. Where would you like me to deliver a jollof rice to? For Edo Street off EDC Road. Ekenwa. What state are you located in? Edo. Impute. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. This is the mistake we made. Now, states, it's making use of states in the United States, actually. So make these yup. Make this a user. Sorry. Yeah. So let's try it out with this. Let's see. Great. So now we're going to impute a 12-digit number. Remember, if you are imputing when you know in Nigeria our phone numbers start with 0907, it doesn't take note of the zero in front of it. Doesn't take note of the zero in front of it. So it starts counting from the particular number after zero. So let's say we have 080, it starts counting from 8 instead. So let's say 0, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember, it's not taking note of the zero. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's, let's see what happens. It goes back with this flow, it goes back to this question. Please insert your number. So let's impute 090. That's how many already? 3, 6. This. That's how many? Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so let's take this out. I guess it's 11. Great. Your jollof rice in Edo has been submitted. So yeah, we need to add just space to this. Your order for jollof rice to 4 Edo Street. And okay, it skipped some part of our address. So this is what we need to do for that. For street address, user's entire response. So that would save us the whole stress of that. So pretty much that's what happens. Let's test again one more time before we move on. So let's test this time from the beginning. Hello. I want to eat jollof rice. Sorry. What state are you in, Edo? Please input your number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Great. So your order for jollof rice has been submitted. Now next, let me show you what happens in analytics. In analytics, it makes use of Power BI to show you how your virtual agent is doing. Now, a look over some entities, some things it takes note of. So we'll have age, all of those things we saw featured there, state, and all of that. Now, this was the issue we had with states. Notice it only has AZ, South California, stuff like that. So we can add our own. Go up since we're in Nigeria. We can add our own the states in Nigeria or the states where the company's food delivery system is available, and it responds whenever that specific food delivery system, that particular state, is imputed. Now we can publish our virtual agent on a demo website. So I'll quickly show you how that is done. So I have a demo website, but I have not published yet. So what I'll do is publish. Shouldn't take time to publish this since it's just a short and brief demo. Let's see. Great, so it has published already. So I can give this link, say maybe test it out. Maybe other users to test it out before it's deployed to a real website. I can test it out here. Sorry, I would refresh since it's just published. So I'll refresh. Hello. Great. What would you like me to do for you? I want to order jollof rice. What would you like me to for Benin Road of Edo Street? Sorry. Yes. Boss orders. What state are you located? Edo. Please input your number 090, or let's use 8 this time, 030. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Great. Yeah. So we can test it out here. Now, if I need to onboard it or deploy it to other channels, I can input it on my website. I can connect to my Power application, a Power app I've created. I can connect it. Facebook accounts, Microsoft Teams accounts, Skype, Microsoft Cortana, Slack, Telegram, Twilio, Line, and a bunch of others. Now next, let's you can always see how your bot is doing, like I mentioned earlier. Now, a few other things I need to mention. You can add some other features to your bot, like to your virtual agent, like I always mentioned, earlier mentioned. Your virtual agent can do more than a normal chatbot would do. So that's why it's not a chatbot, and that's why it's preferred to be a virtual agent. Now you can book an appointment. You can send a confirmation email. You can always add to Power Automate to automate your processes and all of those cool stuffs. Wish I had more time, so we could just do check how all of these work. So be sure to try out all of these. You can do this for authentication. So if, for example, you need to verify a particular user, let's say I'm having I'm working with a bank and the bank needs a bot, and I want to maybe verify a user's username and password, or account number and password, to be able to maybe send airtime or transfer funds. I can do that there and all of this. So this is just a brief demo on how Power Virtual Agents looks like. I hope I was able to at least give you a brief overview into how a Power Virtual Agent works, what it's all about. Now, let's talk a little bit about what Power, I think I still have some time. Let's talk a little bit about the reason why I prefer Power Virtual Agent. Power Virtual Agent does 3 major things. First, it empowers your team. Now, if you notice from all I didn't write any code. majorly, if I needed to create a virtual agent like this, I would have made use of um, a a programming language like JavaScript or C Sharp or any other programming languages. But I did all of these without writing code. So your virtual agent kinds of Power Virtual Agent closes the gap between subject matter experts and developers. So instead of me having to reach out to a developer who doesn't understand how a particular process works, or trying to have a workflow of how it works, what he needs to find out to be able to make so submissions, I can on my own create that virtual agent with all I have in my head. I just need to come up with a workflow. I already know what it closes that gap and makes things easy. Another thing is it reduces costs for you. It automates all the processes. It reduces the tasks that human agents need to do. So instead of I as a human agent to start focusing on things like this, it's already automated. I can focus on more important tasks, more important queries, and stuff like that. And finally, what it does is it improves customer satisfaction. Your Power Virtual Agent is stored on the cloud. So at all times, 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, it is always available to your users, to your customers. They don't have to do much, they just have access to it. Now, if you have any questions as to Power Virtual Agents, you can always reach out to me. Okay, my slide is down. You can always reach out to me on Twitter at Japhlet Nwamu. In case you have any questions while building yours, don't forget the websites for creating yours, aka.ms TRY, capital letter T, small letter R, small letter Y, and capital letter O through PVM to start creating your own virtual agent. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming
Thank
around.
you. Thank you, Japhlet. Thank you, Japhlet. Thank you. I really learned a lot. If you have a question, kindly ask. Let us do for the next. I think we've overshoot. We have one. We've passed 1 minute after 5 o'clock. So if you have a question, kindly ask your question, and maybe we can run that in the next 4 minutes or 3 minutes. Thank you, Japhlet. I think I'm going to build an app this week, hopefully. If my schedules allow me, I should build a virtual boat this week. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to say next week, since next week starts from tomorrow. Yeah. So thank you guys. Okay, since there's no question, thank you guys. So the next one that we'll be having a founder in Nigeria here is one of the best guys when it comes to Power BI. He's a Power BI developer, but he's a CEO of a company, and he's going to be taking us through Power BI, majorly Power BI. So I hope you guys will enjoy him. So we hope to see you guys. Okay, we hope to see you guys upper week. Yeah, because we'll be doing it bi-weekly. Every bi-weekly we'll be doing it, and we hope you guys will be learning from now till when we're able to do so many more things and bring more people. So the idea is to bring more people, especially those in Edo State, because that is the major idea. Those in Edo State, so they can learn more and improve on their skills. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, Wale. Thank you, Babatunde. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Princess. Thank you for those who came in and went out because of maybe work or schedules. Olayinka from MTN. Thank you. Thank you, Ezekiel, who came in. Thank you, Mo. So I see you guys. Thank you very much. I see Kolawole. Thank you guys for coming in. So we hope to see you guys the next time and invite somebody to learn and come in. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys
Excuse me.
as we close. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
It's
Esther.
that link that Japhlet was that he gave us the short link to
Yes. Okay.
Power.
So I will type it here.
You sure?
aka
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, aka I think slash ms, or I'm coming.
Okay, so I'll just type it in the chat, Esther, so you can have
Yeah,
access
please
to it.
kindly type it, please.
Okay,
All right.
there it
Thanks,
is.
everyone.
Thank you, Wale.
Thank you, Japhlet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, take care. So Esther, you can see it now. aka.ms slash try pva. Yeah, so thank you guys, thank you everybody, welcome. Yeah, thank you guys. So as we round off, thank you everybody. So take care and have a great weekend.
Thank you too.